Hello there. Welcome to gold farming stream number 667. Whoa! The sound's kind of low. Wait, do I just have my volume low? No, my volume's pretty damn high. Holy shit. I just have my in-game sound super low for some reason. Let's turn that up a little bit. Hello there. What's up? By the way, we can all appreciate Rachel's art. Man, I have some commissions from Rachel right now for some videos, and they're so great. I can't wait to have those there instead of whatever's there now. I've been trying to quit smoking for 2 months now, and it's nothing like being hungry. I'm telling you, first-hand account, it's nothing like being hungry. Oh boy. It's the physical things. I don't know if you understand what a psychological condition really means. Like, psychological things are so much more important when it comes to these kinds of things than the physiological ones. You know, the physical symptoms. Physical symptoms include being slightly hungry. Psychologically, though, way worse. Hi here, what have you been doing for amass golds? A whole bunch of different stuff. That's what I plan to do today. Just a whole bunch of different things. Seriously, I got undercut on my anchor weed? No, go away, go back to playing music. No, music is just for the intro. It's good music. Ah, you are Horde. Yes. For now. I got the Xbox shoulders today, the monk sandballs. Really? They went for that much? You know, transmog prices are a little weird. They have really high values to them, but they don't sell quickly. So it's a little bit misleading, you know? Hey here, is the voice in your videos your actual voice? I mean, it is my voice, it's just like, you know, an acted version of it. Physically, I'm having chills, diarrhea, throwing up, etc. Why don't you believe me? Have you ever heard of a panic attack before?
Come back anytime.
It's a fully psychological condition, which causes a whole bunch of symptoms similar to a heart attack. I mean, you keep saying all of these things, but it just keeps confirming that you don't really understand psychology very much. Which is fine, most people don't.
My mana is nearly gone.
And that's all I'm seeing. What was my highest seller? Is it still flasks? It is flasks, but they don't sell very well anymore. Ooh, I sold a 20 stack a couple days ago. Okay, so I'm at 4.4 mil, kind of. Let me just collect this all. Hey here, we should talk about fears today. You should tell us. I have a huge fear of making too much gold in the game. It would suck if I made more. How do you make 5 million? I barely make 20k. Well, I mean, once I actually get the 5 million, I'll make a video going over everything I did. That should be a little bit more explanation than what I'm doing now. Najdatar stuff. Not a lot of prismatic mana pearls today. No real gold gains either. I have a fear of losing my account for WoW. You could always just make another account. But yeah, man, it would suck to lose all my progress on things. I totally get that. Man, these suck. I'll just wait till tomorrow to do those. Are there any good What's it called? Champions of Azeroth world quests? Nope. They all suck. You made 5 million this stream? Yes. TSM is a god tier add-on. I love it so much. Yeah, it's pretty great. If you like to post things on the auction house, that is. Did I undercut your anchor weed? I don't really want to undercut people with anchor weed. Like, I want the prices to stay as high as possible, you know? Let's see, do I have empty bags? They're empty enough. How can someone with trust issues learn to trust psychology again? Psychology is what we call a soft science. You know, whether you trust it or not, it's still a thing. Lots of people I've found don't even know that psychology is a real thing. And they think of it on the same wavelength as, like, what is the fake stuff? Astrology? You know, where you look at the stars to determine your personality. Or healing crystals. Although, to be fair, psychology is not really a hard science. It's a soft science. You only get, like, you know, things are only replicable in amounts, not every time. You can't always get the same results when you do things. Damn it, stop attacking this, you stupid pet. Death roll for 4.4 million? What is a death roll? I heard Asmongold say that a few times on his stream, but I don't actually know what that means. Yo, hero, what's up, Steppa? I may not understand psychology, but you may not understand my withdrawals. No, all of these can be caused by psychological symptoms. That's what you're not understanding. You don't understand psychology, so it's making you assume that these are all physical symptoms. That's what I keep trying to tell you, but you don't understand what psychology means, so you just keep telling me things that just keep confirming, yeah, you don't understand psychology. It's more like, haha, a gotcha moment. I proved that a placebo doesn't exist because I took a sugar pill and my pain went away. It's like, that doesn't prove anything. Just proves that placebos do exist. This is the kind of comments I'm getting. I should also mention, this is a topic I don't actually really care about. You know, I'm fine with being wrong on this. I don't really have too much stake in whether or not quitting smoking gives a whole bunch of real physical symptoms that aren't caused by psychology. But you do keep bringing it up. How do you move so fast? I have a farming set that's just like stacked with speed and long strider. Like, I just have long strider on all of my pieces of equipment. Oh wait, not this one. I forgot to swap over to my long. No, this one doesn't have long strider as a chest slot. And also, of course, the Tailbrazer talent. As long as I'm not in combat for 5 seconds, I get a 30% speed increase. It's pretty great. So my dude just passively runs around at 50% movement speed. Or maybe it's because you are knowledgeable about psychology, you're looking through the lens and ignoring possible other reasons. I too don't care about this. Yeah, I don't really care, to be honest. If you come up with like some research paper that proves me wrong, I'd be like, well, I guess I was wrong. But that's not the kind of evidence I'm getting. There's this thing in science called anecdotal evidence. Crazy thing. You see, it's evidence which is only presented as something that's happened to one specific person. And generally, anecdotal evidence is thrown out if it's like the sole basis of any kind of scientific research, because it's hilariously inaccurate. Although, now that I'm saying that, I'm sure there's some field of science which relies on anecdotal evidence because they can't get it any other way. I say all these things, but I ain't no science major or science expert. I have like a high school level of a science background. Oh wow, it takes more than 2? Pretty quickly. So, Hellfire Citadel, this little raid right here, it drops a lot of gold if you complete it. And you just kill all the bosses and then sell all the loot you get. It's pretty good, however, it kind of takes a while. So I'm going to do 1 run of Hellfire Citadel because it is good for gold making. And then I'll do 1 run of Blackrock Foundry because that's also good. And then I'll just keep rotating between a whole bunch of different raw gold farming methods. That's the plan for the stream today. So right now we have Hellfire Citadel. I've already ran it 2 other times last night. This is why I just have Mythic mode before I'm out of options for it. Wouldn't Hellfire LFR be easier? This character does not have a garrison, so I can't queue up for it. And I have come to some math where I don't think it's worth unlocking it. Like, in order to unlock the garrison, you have to do the intro campaign, which takes about 30 to 40 minutes. That's the same amount of time I could run, like, Hellfire Citadel twice. No, Blackrock Foundry twice, or Hellfire Citadel once. And I don't have, like, an unlimited amount of time. And I also have more alts than I have time. So, like, if I run Hellfire Citadel, and all 3 difficulties except LFR on all of my alts, you know, and then I'm all out of things to farm, then I'll think about unlocking the garrison to get LFR mode as well, which is the lowest gold yield out of the 3 difficulties, well, the 4 difficulties. And currently, there has never been a week in which I've completed all 3 difficulties of the raids. And because of that, the opportunity cost is just not worth it. It's not worth unlocking the garrison to get it. And it's like, how am I here if I don't have my garrison unlocked? Well, there's a secret island you can go to which allows you to, I gotta kill these assassins. There's an island in the Timeless Isle which just teleports you to Gorgron. And then my Volpera has this neat little racial ability called Set Up Camp, where I can just create a Hearthstone location and then teleport to it once an hour. So I just have this setup location right in front of Blackrock Foundry. So as soon as I'm done here, I'm gonna just use it to go to Blackrock. That way I don't actually need to have a garrison to get over here. And this is just more worth my time because, you know, like they say, time is money. You have to think about these kinds of things. Like, there's another thing I was thinking about. Like, you know, time investment and whether it's worth it or not. And I don't remember what it was. Yeah, am I doing it for the gold? Yes, I am just doing it for the gold. I'm doing raw gold farms. Is there not a port in Org? I'm sure there's a port to Warspear now that you mention it. Which would actually be faster than going to the Timeless Isle. That's great. I'll probably have to try that out on one of my next characters because I don't have the garrison unlocked. Because, like, I'm on a brand new server. Like, I started on this server during Battle for Dazar lore, so 8.2. I haven't been here for a long time. And so all of my alts are like brand new characters who don't have anything unlocked. So I have to think about, you know, unlocks and things like that. Imagine if the mount for Archimon dropped. That would be pretty neat. Without speed boost, it's really hard to solo the first boss. No, they nerfed it like a patch or two ago. It's real easy. On normal and heroic, you just need one. Oh shit! I didn't think this thing had so much health. I forget I'm doing mythic mode. I can't just one-shot bosses. They nerfed the first boss in Hellfire Citadel to make it easier to solo, where you just need one ammunition on both of them in order to complete it. On Mythic, it looks like you need two, though. The time you spend gold farming is quicker to work a minimum wage job and just buy the tokens. Like, I can buy the tokens. I can just use my YouTube money for that. But I'm going to make a video about this. So, you know, this is more like... it's more like an experiment. It's a social experiment. To see how long it takes just doing raw gold farms. But I'm doing more than raw gold farms. Like at the beginning of this stream, you know, I made sure to save all of my cells so that I could collect 50,000 gold from the auction house. So like I started off the stream making 50,000 gold. So that's a pretty good start. How far am I above 4.4 million? I'm at 4.44 million now. I was actually a little bit below 4.4 million. I just knew I was going to make a whole bunch of gold at the start, so I put a nice little average. So I need 600,000 more gold in order to hit 5 million. Isn't it like 800 bucks to buy it? Yeah, something like that. The thing is, I don't need to do that because, you know, I've been having all my gold making stuff. Like, I started fresh on this server a year ago, and I'm already almost at 5 million gold. Although I didn't take making gold seriously until a few months ago. And at that point, I only had about 1 million gold. So in a couple of months, I've made 4 million gold. Absorbed. So on Mythic, I can only attack one of them. Shit, I don't know how to do this boss on Mythic. So I'm just gonna AoE them all. How do you make gold in BfA? I do a whole bunch of things. Like, there's no one method I do. Like, it's just an amalgamation of a whole bunch of small things. If you have extra gold, I can need it for the dino mount. Ha! If I have extra gold, I'm just going to use it to buy all the stuff I've been ignoring. Like, there's a couple of mounts on vendors that I've unlocked that I haven't bought because they cost like 50,000 gold. I was like, I could afford all of them, but like, I need to make 5 million gold so I can get the mount. Because once I have the mount, I can make a video about it. A video which I do not expect to do well at all. I'm kind of doing this for fun, and the fact that I can make a video about it as well is more like a bonus feature. Like, trying to get out the 5 million gold is some of the most fun I've had playing BfA. Because setting goals for yourself like that is pretty fun. That's how you have fun in video games, is by setting your own goals. Holy crap, this thing has a lot of health. Do you have the 2 million spider mount? No, I don't have that. You see, like, that's another thing I could get. I just wanted to say, you sound like duologs. You both make top 10 lists, just saying. I know, that's crazy, right? Duologs is copying my channel. Goals like the Iron Man challenges? Dude, I love the Iron Man challenges. I used to do those all the time on streams. And I wouldn't mind doing one again once I'm done with this. Rex wanted by gold is giving away Long Boy a month. Yeah, he like multi-boxes. You know, in the gold making process, I of course have watched like every single gold making video I could come across. So I've definitely watched a lot of Wanna Buy Gold's videos. And the stuff he does, you know, he's able to just make a lot more. He also knows a lot more about making gold than I do. Like, yesterday, Blizzard nerfed wands that you could craft because they apparently had super cheap crafting costs and you could sell them for like 100 gold each. And when I saw that, I was like, how the hell did I not notice that? Because the materials to craft them, like, I have them in droves because I sell them raw in the auction house. And I know for a fact, after looking at it, I was like, wow, you could craft one of those wands for about 50 gold. And the wand vendored for 90. I was like, holy shit, that's such a huge profit margin. I wish I'd known about that earlier. They already nerfed it, though. Touch of Doom. Wanna be friends? No. Kilrog Deadeye, champion of the Burning Legion, leader of the Iron Horde, called this thing by one goblin boy. This is a Volpera, thank you very much. Having Volperas have made, you know, getting to this place a lot easier. You could buy 5 tokens. Yeah, I'm not doing that. I've never been able to save up more than 20k. Dude, I made 50k at the beginning of the stream. Easy peasy. What server are you on? I'm on Terralion right now. Fan, but I also hate you for the cigarettes thing. I need to go back to my medication. I do not have strong opinions on the cigarette thing. You care way more about my opinion on it than I do. Granted, if I have opinions on things, I'm going to say them with confidence. Because if you're going to do something, you should do it with confidence, whether or not you actually have confidence in it or not. Because then if you're wrong, you seem super humble if you admit mistake after being super confident about it. It's just like a win-win all around. You know, I remember raiding Hellfire Citadel, and I never knew who the hell this guy was. He says, like, you've killed me once before, and I was like, I don't remember you. And then when I was, like, doing it last night, I was like, oh, he's the guy from Aukendoom. He's like that random first boss you fight, right? How did you make 50k? I was just collecting my auctions. That's all it was. What are y'all doing? Currently I'm running Hellfire Citadel, then I'll run Blackrock Foundry. And then I'll probably run Freehold. And then after Freehold, maybe some Skyreach dungeons just for fun. And then if I get instance locked, then I'll go do world quests. Only because you said it's the same as being slightly hungry? It is the same as being slightly hungry. But at least use the default very UI. So many people do. Like, the default UI is good. I don't understand why so many people change it. It seems completely unnecessary. But I have found it is a huge addition to people who don't use the default UI if they're clickers. You know, they need to click on their buttons because like the default UI, the buttons are at the bottom of your screen and it's not a very easy place to click all your buttons. However, if you're able to move them to the middle of your screen, they're so much easier to click on. I'm not a clicker though, so I don't really care where my buttons are. They could be hidden for all I cared. Because I don't look at my buttons to press them. Everything's key bounded. Are you all just going to ignore me? I don't know. The chat's moving kind of fast, and I'm trying to clear this as fast as possible. It doesn't break every time a new patch comes out? Yeah, that's also a big reason. Like, you know, I have 3 reasons why I like the default UI. You know, one of them is like, it serves its purpose well. Like, more than well enough. I've never had a problem with it, and I honestly don't understand people who do have problems with it. Like, it gives you more than enough buttons to push everything. Unless you're a clicker. In which case, I can totally understand, you know, not using the default UI. And 2, you know, every time a new patch comes out, I don't need to worry about, my buttons getting moved around. And 3, whenever I'm testing things on like the beta or the PTR, I don't have to worry about having an add-on in order to have my UI set up how I like it. Wait, I think I'm supposed to go somewhere else. Yeah, that way. And reason number 4, if I get footage on a, you know, a private server where it's much harder to get add-ons, I can have it all look consistent. You won't even notice that it comes from one of those servers. And reason number 5, I reuse my footage all the time. So I need to keep things consistent. So I can't have add-ons that change the stream and stuff. Let's see. Is the person messaging me someone from my friends list? No? Okay. Because I added someone recently, and I didn't give him the talk of like, don't message me during streams or recording. So I assumed it was probably them. But double checking my friends list, it looks like it wasn't. Moon Pie. Yeah. You know, generally if someone talks to me in-game on a stream, like, that's what the stream chat is for. You know, luckily I'm such a small streamer where it's not really a concern. The talk. Yeah, every time I add someone to my friends list, I need to tell them, like, you know, I play World of Warcraft as a job. Most of the time I'm on WoW is to get footage or to stream. So in those cases, please do not message me, because it's distracting in footage. And, you know, people are very understanding about it. Because they're like, oh yeah, that makes sense. I think it's a pretty reasonable thing. I gotta wait for this thing. As a job. I mean, it is a job. I know it sounds weird to refer to video games as a job, but a lot of the things I do in WoW are for work. Work-related reasons.
The portal is nearly complete. The next seal has been removed.
Should you open your friends list on stream unless you want to set battle tags so real names don't show up? I mean, like, Probably not. But I won't tell if you won't tell. Why am I have my own whisper window that whispers appear so it doesn't get footage, even though that doesn't matter. Like, I can set up a whisper window too, but it's easier if I just tell people not to message me. Because then it would have to be on my screen anyway, and it also glows. Because, like, I used to be on a guild which was... whatchamacallit, I used to be second in command of a very large guild back in Cataclysm. So I would get messages all the time every day. So I had, like, my own little window, so it would pop up whispers in their own tab whenever they came up. You know, that way I wouldn't miss them. So I know how those work. And those are also distracting. And I like my window. You see how it's so smooth, you can't see anything? All you see is the text. Everything else is, like, in the background. Like, how I play the game is optimize for aesthetics. Like, you know, you think I don't like having the extra bars on the side? It's like, I love those things. I used to have so much, like, mounts and stupid miscellaneous things there. But it looks ugly in video, so I removed it. And if I want to go to, like, extra stuff for my professions, I have to, like, press down and then go over here. Which is fine, because, like, you know, ever since I got rid of the right bar for footage reasons, I've noticed that, I don't really need it, and I've gotten used to it being down, and it does look better. Because it's just a whole bunch of things I hardly ever click on anyway. Do you enjoy MM more than BM, and why? No, I like BM more. MM is just quicker for running things. Because everything is, all my damage is related to my, my weapon. So I can one-shot stuff faster, and I don't have to wait for my pet to run over there and beast cleave. It's just so much faster to run as MM. And the only reason I have a pet out is because he gives me the speed buff. Like, my pet has given me this 8% movement speed increase. Otherwise, I would go without a pet, because he pulls extra mobs that I don't need. Although, I've found that having the 8% movement speed buff is worth pulling a little bit of extra mobs here and there. Because I don't pull that many extra mobs. Aesthetics. But is it immersive? I think this is more immersive as well. Is farm WoD raids your main method for earning gold? No, it's just one of the many methods I use. It is definitely one of the highest raw gold farming yields, but it's definitely not my only method. I think it's time for Manaroth, which is over here. How much raw gold are you getting out of this? I have this add-on which will tell me. Currently, I've made 294 gold from just looting bosses, but I haven't sold any of my equipment yet. That's where a majority of... Oops, I missed the teleporter. That's where a majority of the gold's going to come from. The highest gold yield is just to do all the recent raids you can solo. Legion raids don't give that much gold. And they take longer to do. Like, if you run out of Warlords of Draenor raids to do, then yeah, Legion raids are a good second alternative. But WoD raids are better. And I know this because a YouTuber friend I have recently did the math and ran them all and determined that Legion raids don't actually give very much gold compared to WoD raids. Manaroth will be whole again. Manaroth has a thing that pushes me off the edge, so I gotta kill him quickly. Easy peasy. Why don't Legion raids give as much gold? Because they don't. Like, I don't know. Like, the math just indicates that they don't give as much gold, and they take longer to complete. And weapons are super good gold. That's probably what it is, because Legion raids don't drop weapons. Okay, so like, I remember back when, during WoD, when it was active, I knew all of these demons were named, but I'd never looked them up before, so I had no idea who they were. And last night, while I was running this, I made sure to look up all of their names, and all of these are bosses from the Mount Hyjal raid, and I thought that was cool. Like, the 3 ads in front of Archimond are bosses from Mount Hyjal. I was like, oh, that's super neat. That's pretty neat. That's neat as hell. Look at me one-shot 3 bosses at once. Doom has come to this land. Whoa, do I take fall damage? Oh my god, I took fall damage. You've got to be kidding me. If I knew I was going to take fall damage, I would have disengaged. Oh shit. I might have forgot to collect... I might have forgot to collect a lot of equipment. Because a lot of it, some of it's not actually dropped on the boss. Oops. Which one teleports me? Is it the Black Gate? Yeah. You killed him too quickly. If I knew I was going to take fall damage, I would have disengaged to save myself. But I decided not to, and then like the cinematic came up and I wasn't able to anyway. The rest is the drop from final boss. Okay, it's time to head over to Blackrock Foundry. You know, great thing about Volpera, my god, are they great farmers, because you can just set up a Hearthstone location right in front of a good farming spot to save you time. They mail the chest to you, forget to loot. Yeah, I'm gonna have to check my mail, because I'm pretty sure I forgot to loot some things. Since you are a popular YouTuber, can you ask Blizzard when the Brutus will be removed and pre-patch the actual Shadowlands launch? WoW devs won't answer my tweet. Honestly, I do have avenues in order to ask them that exact question. I would, you know, just shoot for the pre-patch. And if it doesn't come with the pre-patch, then, well, that gives you an extra month to farm. Because the pre-patch doesn't last very long. So, right now I have an add-on, and I'm telling it to auto-vendor specifically gear that I got from Hellfire Citadel. I don't need to set up random greens. That way, it makes vendoring the crap at the end of the raid a lot easier. I'm sure there's another add-on which probably does this quicker without having to set it up manually like this. Because you can't see my mouse, but I'm like dragging and dropping the things in here. And then I'll tell you how much gold I made from that run because of my add-on, which keeps track of the session. And then I can run Blackrock Foundry, which is so much easier, and I actually have everything memorized there. Okay. Auto vendor, all that shit. Did I forget anything? Nope, got it all. Vendor this, vendor this. Okay, now, how much gold did I make from that run? I made a grand total of 3,200 gold. That's pretty good. Are these all in Mythic? No, I already ran normal and heroic last night, so I was just doing Mythic in order to finish it off. Why don't you do M plus boost instead? It's much better gold. Because I don't like talking to people. I'm doing all of my gold making methods solo. What's the biggest non-profession bag slot in the game? I have no idea. Here's not good enough to M plus boost. That too. That's also another... That add-on seems boring. What add-on? What is the gold add-on that you use? This one right here is called Currency Tracker. If you're talking about the one that tracks the session, this one is called Accountant. It also tracks, you know, how much I've made today. Currently today, I've made a grand total of 54,000 gold. But most of that was collected through the auction house. 51,000 of that was collected through the auction house, actually. Hey here, we're a hardcore raider back in Canada. Yep. Our guild was the third most progressed. No wait, we were the second. We got the second realm first on Heroic Deathwing. Back when that was mythic. Sky Reach 10 times. I can do that after I do all the raids. The raids have higher gold yields. Like, you don't do the dungeon runs until after you've completed all the raids. You just get more gold this way. Alright, I'm going to run Hellfire Citadel a single time, and then I'm going to go run some other things. Like, you know, efficiency's sake, I would just run the same instance over and over until I completed all the lockouts. But that's not very fun to watch in a raid, I mean in stream. So I'm going to alternate between all of them. Oops, I need my pet. That's why I'm running slow. Without my pet, I'm so slow. I don't have like a permanent travel form on. I can't run past these guys without pulling them. Blackrock Foundry, you don't actually want to kill ads because almost none of them drop anything. So you just want to skip as much as you can. I just joined, so I thought you already did. I did what? Best class for Shadowlands? It's whichever one you love the most. Right, on normal mode I can. I really want to tame one of these. You can tame these, right, as a hunter? Because I don't even have 5 pets yet. Like, this hunter is brand new. He only has 4 pets in his stable. I don't even have 5. So I could probably tame one of those. Like, the serpent is the one you start off with as a Volpera. Wait, Marks can have pets? Yeah, I use the pet because it gives me a speed boost. Like, if I don't have a pet out, it gives me a 10% damage bonus to make up for it. But I'd rather have a speed boost. Since I'm speed farming. Don't you have a 30% run speed talent? Yeah. Like, they all stack. All of the speed boosts stack with each other. So, like, as long as I'm not attacking things, I run 30% faster. Yes, you can tame them. Good, good. Are you just doing raw gold farms? For now, yeah. Because I already, like, you know, all the auction house stuff I can do off stream. Although, you know, I could probably do some just to show what I do. How long did it take you to reach 120? I think I just bought a boost for this character. Or I used the one from the Shadowlands pre-purchase. But like for my tunes, I think I bought a total of like 2 or 3 boosts. Just to get characters at max level so I could do more farming. Oh, I unlocked Throgar. Here, do you want to try one farm? What's this one farm? I doubt I'll ever spend 60k gold on bags. Dang, who would spend that? You know, if those were some big bags, that might be worth it. I used the AV event, was super quick, 110 to 120 in 2 hours. Yeah, like, I was leveling my characters from, like, not 110. Remember, this is a brand new server, so all my characters I have to, like, level from scratch. Man, hunters are so good at farming raids. They run fast, and Barrage is so good at just taking out a whole room of mobs. You know how long it takes me to clear this trash pack on, like, my priest? Like, 2 or 3 times as long as that. How bad is the inflation? I stopped in Canada. It was really bad in Warlords of Draenor, and then they, like, really cut it back after that. Like, the Warlords of Draenor inflation was the worst it ever got. And they're like, okay, let's not do that anymore. So they cut back super hardcore in Legion, and then they cut back even more in BfA. 6 to 120 was 7 hours AV event and you just AFK'd was so good. 7 hours is too long. Like, you know, for people who don't play WoW all day, that's too long. you know, if you have nothing else to do all day except play WoW, you know, like what you do, Felplague, then yeah, that's a very efficient use of leveling up. See if the option 60k gold for a 32 slot bag or 5k gold for a 30 slot. I'm going to take 30 slot. 30 slot bags, like I sell them in mass. They go for around 700 gold each. So if you're spending 60k for 2 extra bag slots, you're crazy. However, if you have the gold for it, having extra bag slots is actually pretty good. I also get extra bag slots for being a Volpera. I came out of Legion with almost 10 million gold. Yeah, there was also, like, you know, you could still make a lot of gold in Legion. It just wasn't as much as you could in Warlords of Draenor. And then they cut it even more in, like, BfA. Like, the passive gold making in BfA is garbage compared to Legion, which itself was garbage compared to Warlords of Draenor. So WoD raids, do you do every difficulty or just Mythic? Every difficulty. Like from Hellfire Citadel, I made 3,200 gold from a run. And from Blackrock Foundry, I can expect about 1,000 gold less. Which is still the equivalent to doing a, like, you know, a World Quest cachet that gives 2,000 gold. It's really good gold for the amount of time you spend in here. Because Blackrock Foundry is a pretty fast raid. The only fight that takes a long time is Blackrock, the Foundry thing, where you have to do the bombs and stuff. If that was only not such a pain in the ass, this place would be perfect. But even like Hellfire Citadel, like, you know, you have the annoying first boss where you have to clear the entire room before you can actually fight the boss. And the room is huge. How many mounts have you collected? I have like 300. I don't have a lot. I even got 100k gold in Legion. Pfft. I bet I can make 100k gold on this stream. Volpera Druid would be the ultimate farming tune? Yeah, probably. Volperas can't be druids, though. Only the mountain falls. Like the nerd they did with Vendrian the Wand. Man, I can't believe I never knew about the wand thing. I could have made so much gold if I'd known about that. You know how many enchanting materials I have that I sell at such a pitiful amount because no one's buying them? I could have converted all those into wands instead. Your vids are awesome, man. Keep up the good work. Why, thank you. What is your favorite raid and dungeon to play? I think my favorite dungeon was Stonecore. And my favorite raid was probably the Battle for Dazar lore. Like, before BOD, my answer used to be Blackrock Foundry. But BOD was just so good. BOD is like such a good raid that I want to update some of my videos just so I can talk about it some more. Hi Hiruma, hi Chance, what's up? Hi, I'm a fan of yours. I want collaboration. I'm Russian announcer. I want your voice, your videos. Is there conditions? I agree to any. No, you can do them. I don't give a shit. You play Classic? I haven't, but that's because all the extra time I have, I've been spending doing gold farms. Like, once I'm done, once I have the 5 million gold, I can go back to playing Classic and getting footage and stuff. The Alliance version still sells for a bit, Hero, but now that Blizz has made it known. Yeah, I mean, like, the Horde version sold for 90 gold. That's so much for a vendor green. Especially since the materials were only around 50 gold. That's a 90 gold profit per vendor. That's super good. Bring back Cata Heroics. Cata Heroics are hilarious. I should make a video about it. You know, just going over what went wrong with Cataclysm Heroics. Because, like, what happened was, WoW was in a weird place at the time. Where Blizzard was on a trend of making their dungeons easier and more accessible. Because in vanilla WoW, you know, it was like the Wild West of dungeons. Everything was super long because they thought people would only run dungeons a single time. And then when they found out that people were running them multiple times to get the loot, they decided to make them much shorter so that people could run them easier. And that's where we got, ooh, bind on equip. Still gonna vendor it. And that's why in TBC there was a whole bunch of small dungeons. And people liked it, but they also made the heroics really hard. You know, in order to get the best loot from those dungeons. And I think that was also when they introduced the heroic modes. And then in Wrath of the Lich King, they kind of took a step back. Like, they didn't make the dungeons anywhere near as hard as they were, the heroic ones, in Burning Crusade, because they were listening to feedback and people didn't like how hard they were, or how annoying some of the trash was. So they took a step back, and then the gear inflation got crazy towards the end of the expansion, where people got used to, like, going into heroic dungeons, because you could still get, you know, like, badges and stuff from there. So people were running heroics all the way until the end of Wrath of the Lich King, and people got used to just, like, one-shotting everything. They'd go in there, they would just pull the entire place and then destroy everything. Ooh, the meaty dragon spine trophy. Neat. And so for like a year of Wrath of the Lich King, people were used to just steamrolling dungeons. And then, you know, people complained that dungeons were too easy. So Blizzard listened to feedback and like, we're gonna go back to like a Burning Crusade method of heroics. We're gonna make heroics actually hard again. At the same time, they also went back and said, you know, we're gonna make healing hard again. Because healing at the end of Wrath became just a spam fest. Like, you just spammed all of your abilities as much as you wanted because you had unlimited mana. And they didn't like that style of healing. They wanted heals to, like, matter more. You know, you have to actually choose who you're going to heal. And in order to, like, compensate, they were going to make raid fights not deal as much constant damage where you needed to spam heals. So it was those two changes coupled together where they wanted to make heroics hard. And they also nerfed healing into the ground. That created this, like, perfect hot pot of people who were used to super easy Wrath dungeons going in with less heals, treating it like it was an easy Wrath dungeon. Oh, I gotta put him on passive so he doesn't kill these things. And then just getting completely destroyed thanks to the new Dungeon Finder thing. They were tuned like Burning Crusade heroics. But Burning Crusade heroics, you had to get the group yourself. There was a little bit more stake in it. More incentive to not leave, because you didn't want to have to find another group. But Cataclysm also had the the LF dungeon tool. So you were getting grouped up with people randomly in these hard dungeons with weak healers. And there was just so much complaints about how hard it was. It was hilarious. Turns out, the community doesn't actually know what they want. They want hard dungeons, they ask for hard dungeons, but what they actually want are easy dungeons that just give them loot. And so Blizzard nerfed the hell out of the heroics and they were still too hard, and then they buffed heals, and then eventually the gear inflation got to a point where it didn't matter anymore. And then in the next expansion, they went back to making easy dungeons, and that's how it's been ever since. The last time they tried to make a hard dungeon was with Karazhan, because it was a mega dungeon. And even that was easier than some of the Cataclysm heroics. Because it turns out the community doesn't actually know what they want most of the time. You can't listen to everything they ask for because they ask for everything, and they complain about everything. You kind of just have to make executive decisions sometimes. Thanks for the 1490. Antonio Fernandez. Love your content. Long boy in no time. Heck yeah. So close to the long boy. You have no idea. Are you a furry? No, but I do greatly enjoy Beastars. You think you do, but you don't. Yeah. The whole classic community thing. I love it. Like, classic WoW players, you know, they ruined a lot of parts of classic WoW for themselves by just being incredible min-maxers. And I love how the whole, you know, you think you do, but you don't, has kind of been proved right in some circumstances when it comes to classic WoW. Not everything. I'm not going to say, like, everything is completely ruined. There's still a very active classic community. They still very much do like their game for what it is. Death rolling for 5 million? I heard that's a thing. I don't know what death rolling means. Did someone explain it and I never actually read their message? You have all my respect that you're willing to farm the gold and spend it on the mount. Yeah, I mean, like, I would love it if someone gave me all the gold, but I'm not popular enough to do that. So instead, I made it a challenge for myself to make all the gold myself and to not accept any forms of donations from people. Blackwing Lair was done in 20 minutes. I mean, like, the thing with Blackwing Lair is they've been speedrunning that on private servers for years. So when it came out, they didn't need to learn any of the boss fights or trash pulls or anything. They just went in there and they knew everything already. Like, part of the reasons, like, the world first, why they used to hide their streams and everything was because information was so valuable. Like, you know, learning the best methods to do boss fights and stuff used to be like a closely guarded secret. So if a raid comes out and you know everything about it and you've already playtested it, it's really more about how fast you can run it than it is, you know, trying to discover how hard it is. And also, back in the day, people didn't use flasks. Like, that's something I found out when I was researching the alchemy flask video. Because in order to create a flask in Vanilla WoW, you had to create them at an alchemy lab. And there was only 2 of them in the game, and they were both inside dungeons or a raid. And I was thinking, like, wait, this is incredibly inconvenient. How come I haven't heard more complaints about this? And the reason I've heard almost no complaints about it is because almost no one used flasks. And if no one used flasks, then almost no one used all the other consumables either. Like, there were so many buffs and consumables in classic WoW. Vanilla WoW, I mean. And just no one used any of them. But on private servers, people used them all the time because they min-max like crazy. Like, all this stuff was in the game that would have made it so much easier for them back then. But on a whole, people were just kind of bad. And they just didn't think, wow, I should spend all this money and stuff on a flask in order to make my raid progression easier. That just wasn't really a concept back then. And, you know, nowadays, if you show up to raid without a flask, you know, you better hope it's a farming night where it doesn't matter. Oh, shit. Over 1,000 concurrent views? That's never happened before. I guess you guys like gold farming. Okay, now that I've done Blackrock Foundry, I'm gonna go do some freehold. I should probably turn these in so I can get the dungeon sets from here. What's the speed buff I'm using? The speed buff, let me tell you, it's a combination of Trailblazer, which gives me 30% if I haven't attacked in 3 seconds. It's my pet, who gives me the pathfinding ability, which is an extra 8% speed increase. I have all pieces of equipment that have speed on it. So like this one gives me a tiny speed boost. And then it's Long Strider Azurite trait, which gives me an additional 7% for each one. I only have 2 of them on this guy. And all of these things stack, which gives me a grand total of 160% speed increase baseline. So it's like I have travel form on when I'm inside. I just stack a whole bunch of speed increases, that's all it is. Like, I have a very purposeful farming setup for running these old raids. You also have a Yu-Gi-Oh channel, right? Yeah, I do. It's called the Dual Logs. Let's see, let me read these things. It's when someone rolls 1s, they lose Hermarex, as my gold did when he gave away 5 million gold. How much gold are you doing per day? I can actually check. How long did it take to amass 4.4 million? About a year. Although, like, a couple months ago, I only had 1 million gold. So I got a lot of it recently. My trade skill master tracks. Like, I recently, when I moved to my new computer, it reset my progression. So if I look at the past 7 days, I can see roughly how much I make every day. So 4.34, 4.346. Yeah, I don't know. I'm sure there's a way to see my averages. Total Garn past 7 days, the past month, all characters and guilds. Time to run Freehold. I had no idea I watched both your channels. Yeah, they don't really relate with each other at all. Are essences account wide or only rank 4 ones? How does that work? I haven't logged into my ults for months now. No, essences are not account wide, especially not ranks 4. It's just if you have a rank 3 unlocked in a character, your other characters have the availability of buying the other ranks from a vendor, from Mother in the Heart of Azeroth thing. Okay, I can only do the freehold farm on my priest because he's the only one with the tools of the trade item. But I have a setup specifically for running freehold. I watch your stream regardless of what you're doing. Well, that's good. I only stream for 2 hours a week. I'm not what you call a streamer. We like you, not farming. Man, it is impossible to win AV on Alliance. Man, that's hilarious to hear because it used to be the completely other way around. It was impossible to win as Horde. What happened to you getting 60 on Classic? Hey, I never set a time frame for that. I still plan on hitting 60 on Classic. Any tips for gold making for someone who sucks at using the auction house? Yeah, there's lots of raw gold farms you can do that give you a whole bunch. Oh crap, did I forget to sell my equipment? The speed set you're saying is not a bad idea. Got to get some of that, plus a ton of master. I'm a demon hunter. Yeah, I just stack like a whole bunch of speed increases. Like even on my Zandalari troll, I take the racial that gives me a 5% speed increase. I think I forgot to vendor my gear. I need to do that. Also in Classic, Alliance won 100% for the first 4 days, and now Horde always wins. That's funny. That's because, like, if you don't know what you're doing, the Alliance has an advantage in AV. With, you know, the Classic model. If you do know what you're doing, then the Horde has a way to win every time. Okay. How much gold did I make? Let me check. With this session from Blackrock Foundry, I made 2,200 gold just vendoring equipment. That doesn't include the gold I got from looting bosses. Not half bad for a normal run. I could go back there to camp. Yeah, let me just go do freehold. Can you tell us what the freehold farm is? Yeah. I'm doing freehold just so I can show you exactly what it is. The freehold farm is a really good way to get cloth. And it also drops a surprising amount of BfA green items. Which, you know, if enchanting mats were a little bit better, that would also be super worth, but they also make a decent amount if you just vendor them. It used to be opposite until they don't ruin Alliance rating, PvP, everything. I mean, no one plays Alliance anyway, so I don't think it really matters. I make 10k to gold day doing Paragon boxes, the rep bonus. Yeah, the rep bonus, I've been making a lot of gold doing that as well. However, like, gold per minute, running WoD dungeons, raids, I mean, still kind of comes out on top. The rep buff definitely helps. Okay, so I have a set specifically set for freehold farming. You can't do that right now. And for this, I take the Dark Void talent. Oh, does it save everything? Okay, so I need to, oh my god, take the Dark Void talent. And I think that's the only thing I changed out because I already have Dark Ascension. And then for my Azerite traits, I think I'm also set up for the Freehold farm already. Basically just Purification Blast. Alright. Now, I can explain the Freehold farm while I'm on my way there. I just found out about this recently, so I probably don't have it as efficient as I could. But when you have the Tools of the Trade item on you, you get extra cloth every time you loot humanoid mobs. And there's a whole bunch of humanoid cloths right before the first boss in Freehold. So what you do is just kill all of them. And you don't touch the boss, because the boss takes too long to kill. And since you kill all those humanoids, you'll get like probably a stack of linen cloth from each run, or like at least around 100 of them, I think. And the cloth can be converted into, bracers. You know, 10 cloth turns into 1 bracer, which has a chance to proc a blue bracer, which when you disenchant it with the Tools of the Trade disenchanting item, has a chance to proc, you know, an epic crystal. And also, let's see, Freehold, I forget which continent it's on. I think it's in the Tirisgard Sound, right? Yeah, Tirisgard. And if you don't want to like do the bracer shuffle, there's also an alternative thing you can do if you only have tailoring and a Tools of the Trade item, where instead of creating the bracers, you can create the pants, because they have the highest vendor value for like linen cloth prices. So if you create these, they vendor for 40 gold. The bracers only require 10. That's why you create these the most, because they're like the cheapest ones to make. But if you just wanted to go pure vendor, you just create pants instead. Or you can sell the cloth on the auction house. As long as you sell the cloth for more than 2 gold per cloth, you get, you make profit. Because below 2 gold, you make more money just crafting the pants and vendoring them. And on this dude, I also have a whole bunch of, you know, speed increase and stuff, but like Freehold, I don't really care too much about speed increase. I care more about AoE damage, because this is an actual max level dungeon where I'm soloing the trash. And you see, look, I even have Embrace of Gonk, increasing my movement speed by 5%. It's like the most useless Zandalari troll racial you can pick, but since all I care about are speed increases, I have it set up on my Zandalari guy. He also has extra gold whenever I... Zandalari trolls, you get extra vendor gold when you pick up stuff from bosses. So he's pretty decent for raw gold farms as well. It's not like enough where you want all your characters to be Zandalari trolls, but it's a nice little bonus. Okay, where is Freehold at? There it is. Gonk. Aardvark or something. What item do you use to vend your inventory fast? Oh. /AVK. /AVK. It's called Aardvark. Aardvark. Oh, I guess it's just straight up Aardvark. Yeah, this is what I use. I have it set up to like vendor... I specifically have it set up to vendor stuff from Blackrock Foundry and Hellfire Citadel, so that I don't have to manually sell it all, because it saves a lot of time. Alright, make sure it's set to normal mode. Let's clear out some trash. Do you make up the life-inspiring quotes from DevBot yourself, or do you find them online? Yeah, I find them all online. What's the add-on that shows your movement speed increases? I don't remember. Something stats. Doogie stats, I think. Let's pull all these dudes. Wow. I am so squishy on this dude. Whoa. Thanks for the $10 super sticker, alt tiered. With the hippo in his chair doing drifts. I actually stand up for this. Okay, I am too squishy for this. Like, I have a trait that heals me every time I kill something. But I don't know if I have it on this dude. Yeah, I forgot to save it. Okay, I need that because I am not... Oh my god, stop hitting me! So, I need the vampiric seed trait. And I'm looking, all of these things have like long strider on them. Is it this one that has it? Yeah, this is the one. Stop hitting me! Okay, let me save this so I don't forget it next time. Alright, I need that because I'm too squishy. If I pull these 3 packs, there's a good chance they'll kill me. Plus there's also the patrolling one. So if I pull the patrolling one... Oh, that's just like 3 dudes. I can do this no problem. Easy peasy. And then once I start killing things, I'll get healed up, so I'll be good to go. I gotta be real careful. It's real easy to die doing this. Especially since I'm bad. Man, that was much better. I really need vampiric seed in order to do these. Tide sprayed linen. Yeah, the thing is, you get a lot of tide sprayed linen from this. You also get lots of greens. And it comes out to a pretty respectable amount of gold. If you're able to use the tide sprayed linen. If you can't actually use it, then... You know, it's probably not worth your time unless you have like a really good farming toon who could pull it out really quickly. I'm just doing this for variety. Doing the same thing over and over is kind of boring on streams. This is definitely not the best farm. The better way to farm this would be to do it like as a boost. Because I've heard this is also a really good way to like level up other players' ults. Tide spray linen sells fast in the auction house too. Yeah, and it's you can also just turn it into pants too. Good evening, hero and viewers. Whoa, it's Maya's Bandsnan. Hasn't seen you in forever. Found a buyer in like 30 seconds. Yeah. Sounds about right. Alright. I could probably pull about 3 packs at a time before I run into some problems. And then I need to kill them quickly. Okay, getting a corruption proc definitely helps. I need to kill them to get heals. Ah! I'm gonna have to pop Vampiric Embrace. Nope, still died. I pulled an extra pack of mobs when my limit is 3. How are you doing this solo? It's just normal mode, and I'm only killing trash. Here, I'll just do this. I'm doing this incredibly slowly. Because I still haven't really figured out a good, like, efficient way to do this on my Shadow Priest. Use dispersion? I thought I would be fine. I wasn't going to disperse unless I really needed it. I didn't think my health would drop so quickly. You know? And as soon as I get some kills, I get some heals. I just need some more Vampiric Seed talent so I can heal for more every time I kill something. Thanks for the $5 Neil Stick Nachos. What's the best raid/dungeon to farm repeatedly for gold? Probably Skyreach. I'll do Skyreach after this so I can show you. Okay, I should have all my cooldowns so I can pull the rest of them all in one. Easy little pool. Oh my god, I'm gonna die. Purification protocol, dispersion, because I need heals. And once I get some kills, I get heals. Okay, I need to heal like normal. because I'm low on HP. Easy peasy. Every time I kill something, I heal up for about 14k. Ooh, that's not half bad. That's about the equivalent as a Shadow Mend, right? No, Shadow Mend heals for a lot more. When you're low on health and the add-on beeps, what's the add-on called? The one that beeps when the spell's ready? I don't know which one goes off when I'm low on health. Okay, this is the last Trask pack. I can at least clear one without difficulty. This would be a lot easier if my, like, if my Tailor was my Demon Hunter or something. But unfortunately, my Tailor is my Shadow Priest. The only saving grace I have is my Shadow Priest is definitely my most geared character. So even if it's not a very good farming tune, I have enough gear where I can really just make it not really worth it. Not really a big problem. The thing that tracks your earned gold over the last while, is it just Trade Skill Master or one of its add-ons? Oh, this is called Accountant. So, in this session, from all the loot, I made 150 gold from looting the mobs. But that's not all. I don't go in there for the vendor loot. I go in there for other things. So that's a freehold run. You just clear all that trash. So it's selling all the crap. I'm going to vendor the greens. You always get a respectable amount of greens from there. You also get some meaty haunch and some string loins, which I'll send off to my dude in order to, whatchamacallit? I'll send them off to my auctioneer to sell those on the auction house. So this is all I got from the run. So with stringy loins, their minimum buyout price is 1 gold. So for 12 of those, that's an additional 12 gold. One of those, it looks like those sell for about 50 silver each. So we'll just ignore that. Deep Sea Satin goes for around 3.5 gold. 5 times 8 of those, 28 gold right there. And then 101 of these, those always go for more than 2 gold. So if I write all of this down, so that's 12.5 plus 28 plus all of the tide sprayed linen. I'll just go with this price right here, which is 2.11 times, and I got 101 of them from this run, which is an additional 213.11 gold. And then what I got from vendoring things totals to a grand total of 416. So we get 416, and then let me add up everything else. Plus 12.5, plus 28, plus 213.11, which comes out to a grand total of 669.61 gold. So 669.61, geez, that's how much I made from that run. Which has the potential to make more because I use the linen, I use the cloth in ways that make me more gold than what I can get from selling them on the auction house. So that's pretty efficient, especially since you can clear all that dungeon, if you're fast, in less than 5 minutes. That's a pretty respectable amount for like a repeatable farm. Okay, now it's time to... what's the add-on that tracks how much you make over time? Was it Trade Skill Master, one of its add-ons? I'm not talking about the accountant, I'm talking about the line graph. Yeah, that's Trade Skill Master. So I went up Trade Skill Master. It tracks it by default. So I'm going to change it out to the past month. I started off 30 days ago with around 4 million, and I'm currently at 4.4 million. Well, more like 4.5 now. I've made a lot of gold on stream. Because today, I've made almost 60,000 gold so far. Okay, now I'm going to do freehold. Not freehold. I'm going to go do that one place, Skyreach. So I'm going to put on my farming set, My priest is not as fast as my hunter. His movement speed is only at 135%. And that's with the Embrace of Gonk and all of my long striders. See, I have the long strider trait in all 4 spots. And even then, 135, not very fast. The hunter is so much quicker. But my Zandalari troll gets a little bit extra gold from all the loot. So 7k an hour due to instance locking. Yeah, you can only do that 10 times before you run into instance locks problems. I'm going to go over to another really good dungeon farm over in Skyreach Dungeon. Although I like to do this as disc because feathers allow you to run a little bit quicker. Can you buff yourself with fort real quick? Sure. And then I need to go back to my speed farm set. Disc, I have a 30% buff. Do I have feathers set up? Yeah, I have feathers set up. Okay, I'm good to go. Show me where I can fly. We're going over to Skyreach, which I think this is the good one. Okay, while I'm flying over there, I'll BRB. Dungeons, raids, BRB. Okay, I'm back. Let me check my reputations. Ooh, I almost have enough for a Paragon box with a couple of things. Okay, after I do Skyreach, I'm gonna go get a Champions of Azeroth Paragon box. That'll give me an extra 4,000 gold. Draenor. No, wait, I need to go to Azeroth. Darn it, I already completed the thing. So, Talanji's Expedition. How far am I with that reputation? Ooh, I'm not anywhere close. I'm only close with Honorbound, the Seekers, and Champions of Azeroth. So with Champions of Azeroth, I should be able to get this maxed out if I do a couple of world quests with the rep bonus. So I'm going to do that after I do Skyreach. Stream quality is kind of low, is it? It shouldn't be that low. It's definitely not high. The good one is a Pixis. What's your favorite class and race? Blood Elves. And I guess my favorite class is a priest, only because I play it. Alright, the entrance to Skyreach is... I always forget where it's at. I think it's over here. Do you do something else than farm gold? Currently what I'm doing is farming gold because I have a goal to meet. I think this is the entrance. It's having glitches here and there, hero. Also, there's a buzz in your background. Is there? Is this the entrance? It shouldn't have any glitches here or there. Maybe I don't have the stream optimized. Damn it, where the hell is the entrance to Skyreach? I always forget where this entrance is at. Well, 42080p isn't HD. It only goes up to 420. I still need to set up my stream quality. I think I forgot to do it when I was adjusting my other stuff. Entrance is near the Apex's flight point. Axfall. Apexis excavation over there? Sounds like a background fan. Oh, I guess the fan was making some noises. There. Okay, so... Oh, I think I have the music muted. Sound... Yeah. Ah, here it is. Let's see, it's to the left. Alright, I should still be set. Accountant is currently still including freehold value, so I'm going to log out so it resets that. And no buzz. Here, why aren't you streaming in 8K? Technically, I could stream in 4K. YouTube allows it, and I have a 4K monitor, and I have a really good setup. And I have good internet, too. I don't know how to set it up, though. I'm dumb. Here, read this aloud. Alliance is the not best faction. Well, that's not very nice. People like Alliance. Put your fan back on so you don't burn up. Just put some music over it to cover it. Well, my fan isn't usually loud. It has a little buzzy noise, and it's not supposed to do that. I'll probably have to take a look at it. Okay, that was just to reset the session so I get a fresh gold count when I go in here. Your stream is blurry when you move. If you stream in 4K, it would look shitty. Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know how to set up OBS correctly. I spent an afternoon trying to figure it out, and it was just too technical for me, so I gave up. Have you done a video about the best items for speedrunning? No, I don't speedrun or farm for specific items. 4K doesn't matter, it's bit rate. I think my bit rate's pretty low right now. Let me see. Output, audio. The bit rate, yeah, it's really low right now. It's fine. I'm not a real streamer anyway. I'm a pretender. And follow me. So what you have to do is pull all of these guys just to the first boss. That way you can do it a lot easier. There, much easier. This pulls them all up here for LOS reasons. Okay, easy peasy. I'd personally use 5 MBT. I don't know what any of that means. I am not very computer literate. Just tuned in method. What farm are you using? Currently, right now, I'm doing raw gold farms. However, I will be doing a more, I'm gonna get a Paragon box after this. This is just a really good dungeon for getting quick gold. You can get about 400 gold a run, and you can complete it in less than 5 minutes. And there's the very rare teleporter back to the entrance here. Not all dungeons have a teleporter back to the entrance, so this makes it a lot better for running than a lot of the other ones where you have to run back to the entrance for each repeat. It's also very linear. You just go on one straight path for everything. Thanks for the $5 nihilistic nachos. Is there a reason you're doing Skyreach on normal instead of heroic? Yeah, heroic is once per day. Normal is as many times as you want. But they lock you out, like 10 times an hour. So with heroic, you can only do it one time. So yeah, technically you would make more on heroic, but, one time. Normal as many times as you want. Well, as long as you don't run into the instance cap of 10 per hour. That's all it is. Like, I'd like to run heroic, but you can only do that once. New chapters of Asperger. Ooh, I always check for that every day. Every day I check to see if there's a new chapter of it, because it's so good. I gotta clear all the trash. How does this make you the most gold? This is just one method of gold farming. Man, Sky Sage Vrax. I had no idea who this person was during WoD until I researched my video on what you might call it, top 10 WoW betrayals, and she was quite the betrayer. How do you ignore the whole wind mechanic? I don't. I'm just used to running that path. There's some classes that can ignore it, like Demon Hunters can just jump over it. Warriors can heroic leap over that little part. My dude can't. Look at all these people farming Skyreach as well. You can tell this is a popular place. So I'm vendoring all of my stuff. I'm vendoring it by hand because I don't have it set up like I do all the other ones. Alright, that's the full run. So let's see how much gold I made. Yep. I made 437 gold from that run, which is pretty average. I probably made a little bit more because I'm a Zandalari druid and I get a little bit extra gold. I think this is what the unknown is from. Like, I made 21 extra gold because I'm a Zandalari druid, which gives me that sweet little bonus. Where is it at? Land of Gold, I think it's called. City of Gold. Increases gold earned from creatures by 2%. The instant lockout is 10 per hour per server per account. If there's an instant cap of 10 per hour per account per character, it's per account. Like, you can only do it 10 times and then you're done for that hour on your account. Unless you have like another account associated. I think there's some like ways you can cheese it if you have multiple accounts on the same like BattleNet. Why Skyreach, not any other dungeon? Skyreach is very linear, so you just run in a straight line to the end. There's also a teleport back to the entrance, and it has a pretty decent return for, killing and vendoring everything. Like, it's not the highest gold you can make from a dungeon. I think the slag mine's a little bit better, but because it's so much faster to run and to repeat run, since it has that very important teleport back to the entrance, which a lot of dungeons don't have, it makes it like the best dungeon to just do repeat runs of. Okay, I need to do some Champions of Azeroth dailies because I'm super close to a Paragon box. A Paragon box will give me a nice 4,000 gold. What about doing Iron Docks plus first boss? Iron Docks does not have... Like, I think Iron Docks might be the highest gold, now that I think about it. But it doesn't have a way to run back to the entrance. And also, if you kill yourself at the end, it doesn't teleport you back to the entrance either. Like, Iron Docks definitely has, like, the most gold you can make from the dungeon, I think. I say definitely, but I'm actually not 100% sure. But it's more than Skyreach, but you can't run it as quickly as you can run Skyreach. The reason Skyreach is good is because you can do it fast, and it gives a decent amount of gold. Oof, the liquid went down the wrong hole.
Sense Azerite nearby. Something drawing a great deal of power. Trying to stop it.
forget to drink water. I'm drinking my zero sugar vitamin water.
I sense the power returning to Azeroth already.
Yeah, I'm pretty close to a Paragon box. That's a super easy 4K gold.
My wife claims the Ramasouls can eat whatever they like.
Okay, what other Paragon box am I close to?
Be like iron
I'm really close to Honorbound. That's easy to get too.
before she takes notice.
I don't think I can farm up 1,000 Tortolan secrets. So I'm going to try to finish off a Champions of Azeroth one. And then I'll do an Honorbound one too, because that's the easiest.
Our kingdom.
Gotta love America where you need to specify there's no sugar in the water. Well, no, I specifically buy this because it's 0 calories. Ugh. It's probably 0 calories because it has no sugar in it. And I only drink it because I just like to have whatchamacallit, slightly flavored water. Occasionally. What's the add-on that shows you Paragon? I think it's called Paragon Reputations. The add-on I like way more though. Like, you see how I have my reputation shown at the bottom of the screen? I have an add-on which will automatically swap that out to whichever currency reputation I just got. So like if I do a quest and it's for Champions of Azeroth reputation, it will change my reputation bar to Champions of Azeroth. Like if I did one that was just for the Zandalari Empire, it would change my reputation bar to that. And I love it. It's the easiest way to track these things. Tips for Honorbound rep? That reminds me. I need to send myself one of those little things. If you've done your islands for the week, they award 3k honor with Honorbound 2. Ooh, I didn't know they gave Honorbound rep as well. I haven't done my islands for the week yet. Because the islands, they don't always give you the gold quest. So I just haven't been doing it because I haven't really run into the problem where I have more free time in my hands. I play WoW with 0 add-ons. You're missing. You're missing out then. Add-ons make the game more fun. Okay. Ooh, did I make any sales while I was out farming? I sure did. An extra 2.3k gold. That reminds me, I should do my tiller farm too.
Yeah, what do you want?
Okay, so where's my honor bound things at? Ah, here they are. I have a whole bunch of them. I need to send these over because every time I do a world quest, it'll give me an additional 20 rep, thanks to the rep buff. This is how I get a lot of my honor bound rep. I just gain a whole bunch of it passively while I'm doing other things. And it looks like it ran out of my character last night, so I need a new one. Also, I need to do my half hill farm real quick. How's quarantine affected your work? I make less ad revenue. That's about it. Damn, I forgot to do my islands. That's the 150th week in a row. Oof. What add-ons do you use? Type in !! add-ons, and the bot will give you a list of all my add-ons. You should just a slice of lemon in cold tap water and you'd be set. I can just buy vitamin water. It's easier for me. I care more about convenience than saving money. There we go. CPM is down. Yeah, CPM is really down right now. Views are really high though. Lots of people staying home watching videos. What's your current gold status now? Oh, I haven't checked. It's probably still the same. It is at 4.44 mil still. You see, trillium bars and ghost iron ore sell for a lot, and they sell like hotcakes because they're used as materials in order to create a mount which is useful. The Sky Golem. The Sky Golem is only one of 2 mounts that allow you to do herbalism while on a mount, so it's super useful. And the main materials are created through ghost iron bars and trillium bars, which you can grow at your half-hill farm. This is another very easy daily you can do to make some extra gold. I almost forgot to do it. At least you're honest about it. Honest about what? I don't know what I said. Who needs to add flavor to water? Disgraceful. You're disgraceful. Well, I mean, I mostly drink water. It's just I wanted some flavored water. So Volpair has an extra Hearthstone? Yep. If you saw, I have my extra Hearthstone set to literally just inside this farm. Because otherwise, it's a pain in the ass to get here. There's no easy ports. You either have to have your Hearthstone set here, or you're screwed. So instead, I just have my Volpera Hearthstone set here. I really love having a second Hearthstone for farming. It makes it so convenient. Honestly, on my server, Half Hill isn't profitable. Yeah, it is dependent on your server. That's for sure. On my server, it's still profitable. It doesn't sell as much as it used to, though. Like, right now, selling stuff on the auction house isn't a very, like, as profitable as it used to be. Because everybody's saving up for 5 million gold right now. And since there's so many people trying to make gold, like, the auction house is just flooded with a whole bunch of cheap materials. You know, not really helped by the fact that it's also the end of the expansion where prices go down anyway. And so that's why I'm doing a lot of raw gold farms. Here, just tuned in. Why are you farming tiller rep? I already have all the rep farmed out. I'm just doing it for the ghost iron ore and trillium bars. You see, 18 ghost iron ores and enough materials for about 4 trillion bars. Easy peasy. I'm just doing that right now before I forget. Alright, time to go back to my dude in order to farm Honorbound. I mean, to get a little bit of rep. What emissaries are on today? I don't remember. Not very good ones, though. 4 trillion bars? 4 trillium bars. I literally only rolled Dark Iron Dwarf Shaman for the same reason I rolled Volpera Priest. Ease of world access. Yeah, those extra teleports are really nice. Alright, time for some Azerite mining, because I'm super close to a Paragon box for Champions of Azeroth. If you fish in Zandalari, you are happy if you get any gray items because they sell for more vendors than the fish on the auction house. The fish that you get in the new zones are pretty good. Oh, I need to swap over to Shadow. What the hell am I in combat with? Oh my god, seriously, Dark Iron Dwarves? This thing has a ton of health. I'm not fighting these. Why the hell did they follow me inside this cave? Damn it, I need to swap to Shadow. But I'm getting attacked by a thing that has like as much health as a boss. I ain't killing it. I'm just gonna wait for it to get tired of me and run away. I need efficiency of time. Time is money, my friend. Oh, I forgot to collect my mail. I need to leave combat to do that, though. Just like I need to leave combat to go shadow so I can kill these things faster. I'm stuck in combat. I don't know if I need to leave combat to check my mail, right? Okay, I left combat anyway. It doesn't matter. Let me go shadow. Jiska's just too slow for killing these things. Because you ran into an alliance camp? I don't know why there's an alliance camp so close to this goddamn cave. That's dumb. I need to get my honor bound thing, my contract.
Very well then.
There we go. Turn that on. Extra 20 rep every time I complete a world quest. That's going to be nice. Whoa, I'm so slow. I should swap back to my freehold, my speed farming set. Heck yeah, extra movement speed. Oh, I forgot to swap back to misery. Oh well. Looks like it's a guard from the camp. The guard is gone. When are you ending the stream? Pretty soon. I only stream for 2 hours. And I'm getting close to the 2-hour mark. Whoa, if it isn't Captain Grimm. When's the next video coming out, Grimm? Everybody's waiting for it. And yes, some of the anniversary was very good. My Warlock, Shaman, Void Priest, simply no spell pushback. I don't know if spell pushback is really a big deal. Like, you know, I play a lot of casters, and I've never felt like, man, I really wish I didn't have spell pushback. Like, I don't even notice it. Okay, did I get the Paragon box? Yep, I got it. I don't need to do any more. So now all I need to do is just honor bound rep. And then I'll get another 4K from that. But I need to leave this goddamn cave first. Perish, blonde boy. I'm not blonde. I have black hair. IRL. How do I get out of this cave? This way? How much gold is it at now? Once I turn that in, I might go up to 4.5 million. I wonder if I can actually make 100k gold on the stream. Your character is? No, he's not. My character has black hair too. You just can't see because he has a helmet on. I've been selling Jewel Panthers for 5 million gold. I mean, like, the best way to make gold is just to diversify your bonds. You know, sell a whole bunch of different things. That's what I do. And even then, my auction house dealings are very light compared to someone who takes it a lot more seriously than I do. Okay. Time to ignore this and go farm honor bound rep. But I'm going to go turn in my cachet box for Champions of Azeroth first. And then I'll set up some routes for some easy things. How much honor bound rep do I need? I need about 900. I can get that in about 3 to 4 world quests. So let me just pick some world quests that are easy to do and preferably have some gold drops. So, Witch's Slain. That's the only gold one I have. I'm pretty close to a Tortollan box as well. Although I can't get that on stream, so... You know, if there's only one gold making one over there. I'll pick this one. I'll pick a pet battle one because those are always fast. This is one for just killing a single mob. That should be quick. Killing a world boss might be fast too. Doing a Tortollan world quest might work. I'll do those 4. That should get me the rep I need for another 4k gold box. Darkshore is up. Does Darkshore make you any gold though? Oh, I forgot to uncheck this. There. First I need to go turn in my Champions of Azeroth box for an additional 4k gold. Tortollan World Quest gives a lot of rep with the buff. Yeah, I know, but not enough to get the box on stream. I'm trying to get as much gold as possible on the stream.
I speak for
Supplies for Magni.
our world.
So an additional 4,500 gold. That's always nice. And I should be able to get another 4,000 once I get the honor bound box as well. Darkshore has world quests. Oh, those give honor bound rep, don't they? They do give honor bound rep. Okay, so I can do the world boss. And I don't know if I want to do any of these other ones though. Okay, I'm just gonna follow my add-on. It'll tell me the most efficient method to do all these. I also need to take misery. There we go. I'm good to go. I already got my longboy. My goal right now is to get my tunes at least heroic Nyalotha gear before the end of the expansion pre-patch.
What is your business here?
That's a pretty lofty goal. WoW's a lot more fun when you actually make goals for yourself. Is the mount still available to the pre-patch? Pre-patch is what you should shoot for. Because the, whatchamacallit, usually the expansion comes out like 2 weeks to a month after the pre-patch. The pre-patch does not last long enough where it really matters if it's pre-patch or the patch. Or the expansion. I want to do it before pre-patch because I don't want another BfA pre-patch which is broken before the current raid. Yeah. The Longboy costs 5 million. Yup. How many mounts do you have? I only have like 300. I don't really farm mounts. Just to kill mythic dogs and Antorus. 5 tanks for mythic dogs? Whoa. That's crazy.
Stay the course.
There goes my dream of getting Longboy. You can do it. You just need to start farming now. Easy peasy. Ooh, I can go get a tailoring thing real quick. This sometimes gives me buffs. Sometimes it also gives me cloth. I bet you can stop at any time. Stop what? So let's see. Upon taking lethal damage, rewind time. Oh, that's lame. I don't die during world quests. I started last week and I've already made 700k. Yeah, that's pretty good. I will give you my firstborn child if you buy me the mount. I ain't buying anyone anything. You crazy. I have 170 mounts and I've been playing for 10 years. Whoa. Have you been playing consistently for 10 years? Because, like, I've never taken a break. And I've been playing for 10 years as well. You still think it's possible at Longboy in time if you just have 1 million gold now? I started with 1 million gold, like, a couple months ago, so yeah. You're gonna be, like, really pressed for time, though. I would start now. 1 million gold is a really good place to start with. Here probably doesn't even like kids. What? I really like your streams. Why don't you stream more? Because stream time is time I could be spent making videos. Like, I lose a lot of productivity whenever I do this stream on Fridays. Because, like, you know, I have to set up the stream, and then I do the stream, and then when I'm done with the stream, I'm tired from the stream because it requires a lot of talking.
Another turtle made it to the water.
Like, you can't really do both. If you're going to stream and make YouTube videos, you have to sacrifice one of them for the other. And I run 2 YouTube channels, so which makes it even harder on myself. Like, honestly, I'm sure my Yu-Gi-Oh people would love to see me stream as well.
But I can't help cheering for the
You see how my reputation bar changed to Tortolan Seekers right there? It's because I did a Tortolan World Quest. I love this add-on so much. Does talking make you tired? When you talk nonstop for 2 hours in like an exaggerated voice, yeah, it does. Especially since I'm not used to talking at all. You see, like, I don't have any friends and I don't go outside, so I don't really ever talk to anyone. The most time I talk to people is when I'm on a stream. And even then, I have to put on, like, you know, a voice, because my normal voice is very boring and monotone. So, like, this takes effort to talk in this way. And talking in this way isn't even that, like, exciting.
Show no mercy to anyone who would stop you.
Blight Spore. I don't know who this dude is. He has a lot of health, though. Holy shit. Not even part of the quest, and he has that much health? Okay, so for this quest, attack the things next to the Blight Horrors, be able to attack the Blighted Horrors. Okay. So I'm only doing this quest because it gives gold as one of its rewards. It's not a lot of gold, but it is raw gold. Where's Skyreach? Skyreach is located in the Spires of Iraq and Warlords of Draenor. Spires of Iraq. I don't know if you've noticed this, but I sometimes mispronounce words that I know how to pronounce correctly. And then I leave those in videos because I don't care enough to change it. I remember for the video I released yesterday, like, I sent the video off to an editor in order to get made. And when he sent it back to me, and I was rewatching it to make sure there's no mistakes or anything, at the very last part, I noticed that the brooch, you know, I read it as brooch because it's spelled brooch, and then I thought, while I was watching that segment, I was like, this is probably pronounced broach, isn't it? I was like, oh shit. Oops. Well, I'm not changing it. People already think I'm stupid anyway, so they'll just think I'm doing it on purpose again. And, like, yeah, people obviously noticed it, but they were much more upset that I pronounced Ian's name wrong. What add-on are you talking about? What add-on? Oh, the one that changes my reputations? I actually don't remember what it's called, even though I keep talking about it. Really? I never knew that? Right? It's crazy. I try so hard to pronounce all my words correctly that occasionally I get it wrong. I'm sorry I failed you. It's not your fault that English is stupid. Yeah. Let's see, Honor Bound. I should be able to hit this in 2 more quests. This one is a simple kill one thing. Although this is an elite ass mob. Let me use my Cyclotronic Blaster. I don't need to dodge things. Wow, this thing has a lot of health. I'm actually going to get to some high stacks of Void Form. No, I'm not. I don't have the correct Azurite Essence to do that. Okay. I'm at 969. How much did I get for that? About 170 rep. I might need to do more world quests. I'm pretty close. It's called Paragon Reputations? No, the one that swaps my bar is something else. I forget what it's called, though. What's the point for getting this? Wasting so much time to grind almost alone in MMO for amount what comes after, while at the same time at 300. I mean, really, there's no point in doing anything if, like, the universe is going to blow up someday. So that's not really the right question for it. It's like, what's the point in doing it? Well, for fun. And also, I can make a video about it. But really, what's the point in doing anything, really? You know, one day entropy will claim the universe back and everything will go to nothingness. It's like, what's the point in even living? It's like, well, pizza's pretty good. Pretty enjoyable. You know, video games are pretty fun. I like to do those. There's lots of fun things to do. You have to live in the moment. Make goals. What is your UI add-on? I really like it. UI add-on. What UI add-on? I don't have a UI add-on. Unless we conquer space. I mean, if we conquer space, we still have the problem of entropy. The only way to solve that is with magical girls. And anyone who watches anime will get that reference. Ah, so that's why Yugi Boy is so good at card games, right? How many battle pets do you have? Like 1,000. I am super into pet battles. No one is a better pet battler than I am. I am probably the premier pet battle YouTuber. And the only reason I don't make more pet battle videos is because they don't get a lot of views. Stop trying to make magical girls happen. It's not going to happen. I want to play a magical girl in my new D&D campaign. I think it would be so fun. And no one will let me. You guys all hate fun for some reason. Okay, I just need around 200 more rep. I could probably get that if I just do a nearby world quest. Thanks for the answer. You're welcome. Disco Doggy rules. Fly to the Feywind Grove. Is the portal to Darkshore open right now? I'm gonna go check. If the portal's open, then I can just port there. If not, then I'm gonna have to follow this advice to get there the old-fashioned way. Yes, it is? Okay, good. Just look up Dingo Doodle. She's an animator D&D, and one of her PCs is a magical girl. No, like, I have this PDF for a magical girl that goes over everything you can do in order to play like a magical girl sorcerer, but the DM won't let me do it because they're a killjoy and they hate fun. So I need to write an essay to prove that it's not broken, and they won't accept it. I know, it's so unreasonable, isn't it? Yeah, fun killers. I actually don't really care about playing a magical girl. I just think it's a neat idea, and I'll probably get bored of it after a session. Well, it's not a big deal. I more or less want to do it because I'm not allowed to do it. I'm one of those people where if you tell me I can't do something, it makes me want to do it more. Don't know, sounds pretty gay to me. I know, that's what makes it fun. The issue is you want to play Magical Girl in a serious game where everyone is devils. Like, I don't see the problem there. What's wrong with wanting to play a gimmicky character in a serious setting? Ooh, they're already killing Ibis. That's convenient. Is it a full raid team or is it someone just like soloing it?
Show them they are mistaken.
Well, they're not really soloing it. Failed because of an add-on? Oh my god, seriously? Ah!
Beware.
Oh shit. I don't have a healer, so I gotta watch out for mechanics and stuff. Is that my Twilight Devastation nerf? No, it's not.
A blow well struck. The horde triumphs.
Alright, that should give me my box. I'm not gonna waste a roll here. Okay, let's head back and turn it in for an extra 4,000 gold. Are you skinny? No, I'm not. If gaming's happy, then I'm extremely fucking straight. That's a good one. I'm gonna use that. I mean, if you see magical girl animes, they can be pretty serious, right? That's true. I can bring that up as a counterpoint. You know, like in Madoka Magica, it's nothing but magical girls, but it's super serious. I don't know how to use the auction house, and I really want to start to use it. Do you have advice to help me start? The best way to start is to just use your professions to make gold. And in order to do that, you just need to look up a bunch of videos. Like, I think alchemy is the best one right now, but really they all kind of suck. So you can make gold with any of your professions. Don't give this man ideas, chat. I want my D&D character to be a magical girl. It'll be a serious magical girl. You know, I'll just model my character's backstory after one of the characters from Madoka Magica. That way it's tragic and serious. It'll fit. I saw someone roll 20 doing a D&D game, Curse of Strahd with magical girls. I love it. It's a great idea. Oh, this one only gave me 3,700 gold? Such bullshit. That's like nothing. What? Why do I have mail? Oh, did I forget to loot some mobs in Freehold? Nice, that's actually pretty good. An additional deep sea satin. Can you reflavor your wand to be something devilish? What? Oh, yeah, of course. I don't even need a wand. You obviously don't know anything about magical girls, Celty. Buying deep sea satin might serve as 100% worth it for the bracer shuffle, and you get a ton of tight sprayed linen from Freehold. Yeah, that's why I was doing Freehold earlier. Okay, so I'm almost at the end of my stream. So what I'm going to do is convert the tight sprayed linen I got into some raw gold, so I can inflate my numbers for the stream. Because so far, wow, I got 8,000 gold from just doing those 2 boxes. I've made almost 70,000 gold on the stream. And I can probably get that to a more exact number. I can probably hit 70,000 if I turn the tight sprayed linen I got from Freehold into pants. And then just vendor those. Do you want to achieve 5 million gold with rep boxes? Rep boxes is just really easy way to make gold right now. Not easy. It's an extra convenient way to make gold. The gold per hour for farming out rep boxes is not that great when compared to some of the other raw gold farming methods. What do you think of Yuri on Ice? Have you seen it? I loved it. It was great. What is your max rank in arenas? The highest rank I ever got was 1700. I was a couple shy of the 1750 achievement. So I guess you can say I was pretty hardcore. Although if you actually do arenas, you know that's not hardcore at all. 2, 3, 4. Oh, wait. I'm trying to make gold, so let me just buy 1 stack right now. I'm trying to inflate my numbers. So, pants. I got around 117. So, oh. What is 117 divided by 17? 6. I can make about 7 pants. Let's go with that. I'll make 7 pants because they vendor for about 30 gold each. Let me just double check all the other vendor prices to see if I'm not misremembering things. 29 gold, 39 gold. That one costs 16. What? Pants is 17. The robes is 16 and 20 nylon thread. Oh, this is only 10 nylon thread. That is a lot cheaper. And then the hood, yeah, so pants are the cheapest. It costs 1 more tight spray linen, but it costs half the amount of nylon thread. Okay. Oops. How many pants did I make? Ooh, blue one. I'm allowed to make 6 more pairs of pants. 2. Okay. So the blue ones. Ooh, that's a nice proc. I didn't even think about the procs I can get. Time to vendor them. I love your voice. Just wanted to say that. Why, thank you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I can't vendor that, but I can DE it. Ha 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 ha. Come on, give me explosum. Nope, no explosum. Do I have any explosum? Explosium? Oh, I have 3 of them. I can create some bracers. No, I only have 2 of them. So I can create 2 bracers. Nice. I'll send those over to my disenchanter so I can get 2 more crystals. I need to do some more bracer shuffling, but it takes so long. It doesn't really give me that much gold. Okay, so let's see. How much gold do I have so far? Oh god, I was 1,000 away from 70,000. Damn it, I only got 1,000 gold from that. I was so close. Okay. Oh shit, I'm already at like 215. Damn it. I'll be right back. Welcome back. I'm gonna end this stream with some Zenithad farms. I think he made 69k because he was 1,000 off from 70. Yeah, I made 69k on this stream. Self-gratification. Oh boy. Let me pick up my follower. I'm not actually going to do any quest here. This is just in case I get into combat. I'm just going to farm a little bit of Zenithad, just a tiny bit. It's not super worth it anymore. But just a little bit of Zenithad, you know? Just a tiny bit. Ooh, some Zenithad. You should get... Made a lot of gold for the mount. I'm trying to make the gold as fast as possible, though. I'm not really in the mood. No, not in the mood. I'm not trying to set up gold farms that take a while to sell. I'm only doing things that give me gold fast. How did you make so much in so little time? Well, I collected over 50,000 gold from the auction house. So... a large majority of that was just from the auction house. I wanted to hit 100k on the stream, 100k gold farm, but I wasn't able to do it because I wasn't being super efficient. Oops. Damn it, got dismounted. Wait, I can probably just feign death. God damn it, Fat Boo, you stupid... Okay, I gotta kill it. This is why I grabbed my follower. What are you selling in the auction house? A whole bunch of different things. How long do you think it will take to get 5 million? It all depends how much free time you had. If I had an abundance of free time, I would have had it already. But I have so little free time that it's taking me a lot longer than it really needs to, and even then, I'm still going at a pretty decent pace. Damn it, if I didn't get dismounted, I wouldn't have to have fought this thing. Not gonna lie, I don't know how to make gold outside of boosting people in Heroic and Mythic Plus. Yeah, I don't like talking to people, so I don't boost anyone. What's the add-on that shows you the path for the resource? This is a combination of routes, Gather Mate 2, and something else. I forget. Wait, do I have any of the items which give me that little bubble? That will prevent me from getting knocked off. Vampiric Seed, this one. Ooh, some Zenithid. Let's see. Self-reliance. Ah, here we go. This one has it. I should put this on just because it gives me that little bubble. Oh, this one gives me a little bubble too. I only need one of them though. That'll just prevent me from getting dazed. Resigning protection stops you from getting knocked off. Yep. You can't get dazed if you get hit with the bubble. Is the mount equipment stop you from getting dazed while mounted? I know, but I like the mount equipment I have on now. I can just throw on one of my Azurite traits and boom, problem solved. If it's not enough, I can just throw on a second one. Those Azurite traits are pretty darn efficient. Like, I have a whole bunch of those secondary ones set up for, like, niche situations like this. You know, like farming gold. I have my whole bunch of Longstrider traits. Ooh, there's a Zenithad. Time to go grab that. And no need to worry about getting knocked off. What time is it? 3:55. What's a decent pace? Decent pace? There's this website called like Data for Azeroth, which has a Brutosaur counter on it. It'll give you some nice little metrics on how to make gold and how much gold you need to make before the time comes. I'm only going to do one round. Once I complete a single round of Najdatar, then I'm going to get off. I just want to see how much Zenithad I can grab. Nice, nice. I'm actually not doing half bad. I don't usually get this much. I also don't usually farm Zenithad very much, because it's not as efficient as just running old raids for gold. When the time comes, when the Shadowlands thing comes out. Hey, greetings, greetings there. There's a Zenithad down here. What's the best gold per hour method at the moment? I don't know if there is a best. Because there's so many different variables to it. And Blizzard nerfs anything if it's too good. What date do you have set on the website? When do you think it will go away? I have mine set till July. Just because I want to get mine as soon as possible. Although I don't really look at it too much. Farming BFR with a lot of alts. Yeah, that is a pretty good one. Not gonna lie. Ooh, Zenithad. Almost missed it. Thanks for the $5 Kane Gillett. Good luck with you and your long boy. Your vids got me back to retail again. Mad Jelly of the Mount. Why, thank you. I'm surprised. I don't usually hear things about videos getting people back into retail. I usually hear the opposite. You know, like I got into classic WoW because of one of your classic WoW videos or something. Any other raids just as good as BRF? Hellfire Citadel is pretty good. Blackrock Foundry is just a lot faster. Hellfire Citadel gives more gold though for each run. So like if you have an unlimited amount of time, you should just do both of them. Just do all the Warlords raids on all difficulties. And then once you run out of those, then that's when you start looking to other things, like doing Freehold or Skyreach, or even Iron Docks if you just have so much time and fast classes. I love the music in the expansion. Yeah, I think it's pretty good. The game feels so quiet without the music on. I had to turn that on because I had it turned off for some reason. You guys, I bet you'll never get the reference that this guy's named after. It's a very obscure reference. The name of my hunter. Hey, I like your Villains Corner series. I never paid attention to the in-game dialogue. Yeah, most people don't pay attention to the in-game dialogue. I'd say that's pretty normal. Ooh. I do like the Villains Corner series too. I really like those drawings too. Because like I've been doing a lot of lore videos or setting them up. And it's so nice to have all those drawings for like lore moments that aren't shown in game. Okay, that's one full go through of the route. Let's see, how much did I get in one route? 29 Zenithad. Not half bad. 29, it looks like the buyout value for those is set to around 15 gold. So 29 times 15, that's about 435 gold right there. Wow-wee-wah. What the hell? Oh, these are things I probably missed. Nice, this should add to my gold total. I don't know what this is. I'm gonna send over my Zenithad to get subbed. If it's DBZ, that was easy. Dang it, you guys guessed it. It's such an obscure reference. I don't know how you guys got it. Nice Borat impersonation. What? It's one of those Animu characters. What have you been farming to achieve that quantity of gold? Everything. Lots of raw gold farms, though. How much gold? I wonder if I hit 4.5 million in this stream. Let me see if I got some more sold auctions on the auction house. Oh, I sold a lot of Angerweed. I did it. Alright, first let me DE these two things. Nice, nice. That's a nice little extra chunk of change right there. I'm gonna go put that in my bank though before I forget. I don't want to accidentally sell my crystals because those are pretty valuable. There we go. Longboy's gonna disappear with Shadowlands launch. Yep. So I need to get it quickly. We do reposts. Let's see, did I make any more sells? I sold 3 other things. Looks like I have some flask money coming in. It's an additional 3,000 gold right there. That's pretty nice. What's the routing add-ons for farming? Looks pretty good. I think it's called Routes and Gathermate 2. And I think the Farm HUD is called Farm HUD. I think it's a combination of 3 add-ons. Gather 2, Farm HUD, and Routes. It took me a little while to set that up. It makes the little run a lot easier, though. You just gotta follow a line on screen. And it's a lot easier to follow other stuff as well. You know, I should try to sell these pets a little bit better by severely cutting them down in price. Can you stream on YouTube and Twitch both? Sometimes streamers do it. It would honestly watch a lot more, but a YouTuber far less than Twitch. I mean, I could try setting that up.
I got a deal for you.
Like, I have a Yu-Gi-Oh friend who does that. It would be hard to keep up with 2 chats at the same time. Did you ever buy the 2 million gold spider mount? Nah. Zenithad's going for 26 gold right now? Holy shit, that's good. I'm gonna sell my Zenithad at that price. I'm also gonna sell this other crap, since it's not being posted because it's below price. That's still above vendor price. So is that. So is this. And, ooh, netherweave cloth always sells. Because you use it to make bags. What about shallow weave cloth? Whoa, that's going for a lot. I don't know why it's not posting that. Okay, and that's it. That's it, folks. That's all my farming for today. Why Horde over Alliance? I've just been playing Horde longer. I like the monster races and Blood Elves a lot more than everything else on Alliance. Okay. So, for the day... Ooh, I hit it. In my gold farming sessions, I was able to hit 72,000 gold for the day. Which, in my 2.5 hour stream, which brings me up to 4.46 million. Still, I was below 4.4 million when I started the stream and added that thing to the title. So let's see. Revenues. I made 56,000 of that from the auction house. I got 6,000 of that from vendoring crap. 220 from the mail. I don't know what the hell that's about. I got 1,000 of it from looting mobs. That's probably most of that was from my Zandalari druid. And then I got 8,000 of it from quest rewards, which were the boxes I got. Why do you need 5 million? So I can buy the Brutosaur mount, of course. Easy peasy. So I'm super close. 4.4 million, close to 4.5 million. Very good day of farming. If I had unlimited free time, I'd be able to do this more. But so far, my farming is limited to kind of like the weekend and Friday streams. Okay, time for me to go.